maybe our audience doesn't know about your business model is like at a 10,000 foot level, like it's the same, right? Like there isn't like product differentiation or innovation of like, oh, I've got this feature versus that feature. Like when you go to market at a 10,000 foot level, it's exactly the same as, another 3PL. But the way that you guys operationalize and like your focus on operational excellence is unbelievable from just a pure execution standpoint. Like you have to execute or out execute your your nearest competitor for survival. But then also, if you could touch on, and I've got a little bit of inside info, um, your innovation. So like to think about, innovation stories and how companies bring new innovation in, like again at a 10,000 foot level, it feels very like, oh, we just need to like turn the cranks harder and just like operationalize better and like eke out little efficiencies here, where you guys are so innovative in what, if like from an outsider's point of view, you wouldn't expect. And so if you could touch a little bit on like how you guys have that innovator's mindset and how that kind of dovetails into the operational excellence.
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of starts with our guiding principles. So Kenco's guiding principles are, if you boil them down, are be honest, serve, and get better, right? And so the get better part is, we are kind of founded on continuous improvement, right? And so innovation just plays a huge part of that. We have a Kenco operating system that, we deploy to each of our locations that, if you're familiar with lean methodology, it's kind of based in the Shingo model. And it really does kind of talk about how we want our floor level associates, who really are the ones doing the work, right? They know the process better than anybody, to be able to engage, to be able to speak to kind of what's happening operationally, but also to be able to voice their ideas and what can make their lives better. And so a lot of our innovation ideas kind of come from, that floor level. And, we've from an HR perspective, I mean, we've partnered with TeamSense, we've partnered with other kind of HR vendors who also help us from that perspective, right? So, whether that is looking at, more flexibility, that's something that we were getting a lot of, both post, pre-pandemic and then certainly post-pandemic, we were getting a lot of, well, we need or want that desire to have a little bit more flexibility, as an individual employee. And so that then required and challenged our leadership team to think through, okay, how do we do this? How do we provide flexibility when we have to get trucks unloaded, product put away, product back onto a truck? Those are all things, the customer in some cases doesn't really care about how the work is done, right? They just want the work done. They all want it done in a safe way. They all want us to take care of our employees. But when it comes to the true mechanics of how we do that, there's a lot of innovation that we get to kind of think through and then pilot as part of that to make sure that we're, not only treating our customers well, but also our employees well. Because for a third-party logistics company, employees are, really the lifeblood of an organization. If you're going to live and die by how well your employees are treated, how well they want to come and work for you every single day. And so we do try and spend a lot of time thinking through innovation about what can we do to make their lives better so that they want to stay at Kenco and therefore they want to take care of our customers.